This guitar came with a broken truss rod, and I've been sharing the repair process. Today I'm getting the new fingerboard installed. I started by getting some fret dots installed. This was definitely a job that should have been done on my drill press with better bits, but since this is my own personal guitar, I wasn't too pressed about the dots being perfectly placed. As long as each dot is on the correct fret, I'm perfectly happy. Once all of the holes for the markers were drilled out, I glued the dots in with some CA glue and got the fingerboard all flushed up. I scraped up the extra binding with a razor blade and then went in with my 12-inch radius sanding beam to bring everything together. This handled cleaning up most of the binding glue, the fret dot markers, and the binding, making it all perfectly flat. Once the top of the fingerboard was all prepped, it was time to flush up the bottom. To get the best results on the glue up, I want both mating surfaces to be as close to perfectly flat as possible. I took some adhesive-backed sandpaper and stuck it to my bench to give me a flat reference to work with. I used little pressure while sanding the back of the fingerboard so that I didn't end up with high or low spots from pushing down too hard on any point of the wood. Now comes the exciting part. I lightly clamped the fingerboard in place and drilled out 2 small holes so that I could place some locator pins. These will keep the fingerboard from sliding around once I apply the glue and get the neck all wrapped up. I put a piece of tape down over the truss rod to keep any glue from getting into the channel and applied a healthy amount of tight bond to the neck. I spread it out evenly, and this time I remembered to pull the tape before placing the fingerboard. I placed the fingerboard using those locator pins to get everything lined up and used some medical tubing to clamp the 2 surfaces. I'll let the guitar sit like this overnight to allow the glue to cure. Let me know in the comments if you're enjoying this process and want to see this project all the way through. Next up is getting some frets in this guitar and making sure the truss rod works as it's supposed to.